is the video abstract of our article, Incidence of Hypermedia Educational Material on the Teaching and Learning of Mathematics, published by the Journal of New Approaches in Educational Research. In this article, we present some results which are part of a bigger research project performed for a master degree thesis. It involved the design and implementation of an HEM and a classroom experience with the aim of taking advantage of the potential of hypermedia. The goal is to assess the incidence of an HEM in a specific educational context by a qualitative methodology, taking into account students' and teachers' points of view and the researcher's observation through the lens of a theoretical framework. We started with a literature review which allowed us to know the state of the art in relation to uses proposed for the materials developed, hypermedia resources used in mathematics education, goals for their use, achievement indications as defined by researchers, most relevant research methodologies in the field, and theoretical frameworks in mathematics didactics and educational technology that support these proposals. Our work proposal was to design hypermedia educational material integrated in a specific educational context and finally evaluated through a qualitative methodology. Taking into account the experiences analyzed, we designed and implemented an HEM for a specific educational context, taking advantage of the opportunities lended by hypermedia. Activities with feedback to help students assess their own learning, including animations to help students to learn about dynamic processes, using 3D images to improve understanding of tridimensional geometrical objects, and interactive GeoGebra applets to let students explore and build mathematical representations. This experience took place at the Engineering School of the La Plata University in Argentina, in one of the classrooms of the first-year calculus course. This course already used a student-centered collaborative work methodology. We performed 3 classroom experiences, a pilot one in 2014 with 25 students, the main one in 2015 involving a bigger group of students, about 200 of them, and the final one in 2016 with a smaller group to confirm some outcomes from the main one with 52 students. In this article, we will focus on the main one. We considered 2 groups of students. One of them, with 101 students, used the hypermedia material designed. This was experience group. And the other one, with 111 students, served as a control group. First, we applied an initial survey in both groups with the aim of characterizing the students. Then, we performed the experience in the corresponding group, while the control group worked with the usual material. During the experience, participant observation was performed. After that, we applied the final survey to analyze possible changes in the attitudes towards the subject and the use of information and communicational technologies for studying the subject. We also performed semi-structured interviews to educators in charge of experience group students, and finally, we analyzed written outputs in exams to look for signs of transference of what they have learned in the digital environment to a pencil and paper environment. For the most part, the hypermedia educational materials achieved the proposed didactic goals. Students were able to adopt a computer tool to work with mathematical projects with autonomy for solving and self-correcting their work. They were able to more easily understand three-dimensional mathematical objects through 3D visualization features, and they became acquainted with GeoGebra applets and they could discuss multiple strategies as opposed to what happens when they just use pen and paper. There were several factors that affected the experience negatively: number of computers available, time, attitudinal aspects. This work yielded some light on the barriers faced when integrating this type of material, including student preconceptions. On the other hand, some positive contributions of the HEM surfaced in relation to changes in the role of students. The HEM also offered possibilities for using different registers of representation. In the future, we would like to address the barriers we found while exploring the use of mobile devices, which most of our students use. Thanks for watching.